Sally, cut the camera.
Well, I'm not sleeping tonight. If you do a quick online search for Slender Man, you'll get more than your fair share of nightmare fuel. He's a faceless, child-stealing entity with a dark suit and even darker motives. The mere thought of him only makes him more powerful. And you've just walked into the hunting ground of the internet's homegrown boogeyman. Where did he come from? When do the lines between fact and fiction begin to blur? And is the Slender Man coming for you? Today on Debunker, we're taking on the Slender Man. In 2009, two mysterious photos emerged depicting groups of children seemingly stalked by a tall, thin, and faceless figure. These haunting images came with the attached words, "One of two recovered photographs from the Sterling City Library plays, notable for being taken the day which 14 children vanished and for what is referred to as the Slender Man. Deformities cited as film defects by fire officials. Fire at library occurred 1 week later. Actual photograph confiscated as evidence. 1986. Photographer Mary Thomas, missing since June 13th, 1986. We didn't want to go. We didn't want to kill them, but its persistent silence and outstretched arms horrified and comforted us at the same time. 1983. Photographer unknown, presumed dead." Within 24 hours, more evidence of this strange entity began to surface. He's said to stand over 2.4 meters tall, can stretch his arms at will, and has tentacle-like appendages on his back. Some reports suggest that he can induce memory loss, paranoia, insomnia, and coughing fits, also known as slender sickness. This faceless, suited, spider-like figure who stalks and eats children struck fear into the heart of the online community. And just like that, an internet legend was born. Well, when we say born, truth is, like any iconic horror villain, the Slender Man was made. On June 10th, 2009, Eric Knudsen, under the username Victor Surge, created the character for a Photoshop contest on the online forum called Something Awful. The contest was simple: create paranormal images using existing photos and pass them off as real paranormal evidence. Slenderman was the critical darling of the Photoshop contest and captured the imagination of the online community.
I think someone even in the thread remarked like, "Oh, wouldn't it be funny if we put these out there and people thought they were real because it's so interesting and unique and, strange."
Since his humble beginnings on the Something Awful forum, his tentacled reach has expanded into web series, memes, video games, and subpar studio horror films. While the lore of the Slender Man says he's been lurking around for hundreds of years, we know he didn't show up until 2009. That being said, the idea of the boogeyman is not new. Dating back to the 16th century, boogie is believed to have stemmed from the German boga, from the Middle English term booga, which translates to a frightening spectacle. Yeah, I'd say the Slender Man checks that box. But where do the lines of internet folklore and reality begin to blur? Well, in 2014, two 12-year-old girls in Wisconsin stabbed a classmate 19 times in the woods during a game of hide-and-seek. They claimed to have carried out the task to please Slender Man in order to get an invite to his mansion, purported to be located in a nearby forest. This tragedy only solidified Slender Man's ranks in the world of horrific folklore and showed the dangers of believing in fiction. Regardless of Slenderman's current standing in the Internet Hall of Fame, his legend won't be going away anytime soon. Unlike the folklore of yesteryear, we've been able to see this legend evolve in real time, giving us insight on how enduring legends are created. Type in Slenderman sightings and you'll get hundreds of thousands of current hits on various social platforms around the world, cementing the fact that real or fake, cool or passé, Slenderman is here to stay. As for us, though, we're considering the Slenderman debunked. What do you think? Is the Slenderman the real deal, or is he simply the result of internet wildfire? Let us know in the comments below.